welcome back to my channel. It's Rachel. So I know I was off a couple of days from my countdown to 2021, but today is the 26th day to the countdown to 2021. So I wanted to do this video because I think as we bid adieu to 2020, one of the things we're saying goodbye to is the Ipsy Ultimate, which is going away. So I'm going to do my Ipsy Plus and Ipsy Ultimate unboxing. I did already do my regular Ipsy, which I'll post up there when I get a chance. But anyway, guys, I hope you had a really fantastic Christmas. I took the 2 days off from videotaping before Christmas and Christmas. We had a really nice, calm, quiet Christmas. We did zoo lights, which is a thing we do every year that I'm off on Christmas. So I'm not off every Christmas, but every year I am off. We try to go on Christmas Eve because there's not a lot of people there. And we go look at the lights outside at the zoo. Usually the animals are hiding because it's cold and dark outside. And then we go ride the little train around the zoo park, or not the zoo park, around the park that the zoo is at. This is in San Antonio. We do that on Christmas Eve, and then we spent a really quiet Christmas with not really with family, just my parents, who are part of my little circle of people that I hang out with right now during the pandemic. My parents do watch my kids occasionally, so they're around my children regardless of what happens. But I didn't get to see any of my other extended family, and I know a lot of people had to forego seeing family this holiday, but it was still a nice holiday. So all right, let's get into this as I ramble on. So we're going to start first with just the regular old Ipsy Plus. This is the $25 subscription. This is not going away next year. But I talked about it in my other video about what was going on with Ipsy, and they're getting rid of Ipsy Ultimate, and they're doing something called Ipsy Plus. So I can talk about that a bit more in a second, but let me just show you Ipsy, or not Ipsy Plus, what are they calling it? They're calling it something else, so we'll go over it in a second here. Anyway, so this is my Ipsy Plus. So this is their theme, home for the holidays, which is apropos. Hopefully most people were home for the holidays. Maybe not your like childhood home, but home. And the big thing about Ipsy Plus is you get to pick 3 of your items. They pick 2 of them for you, and you pick them on the 2nd day of the month. So they never have what's in here on the card, so I don't have the values for you, unfortunately. So we'll just kind of dive into it and go from here. Of the items that I picked. So the first item I picked will actually go in a giveaway, and I have compiled 2 large boxes of giveaway stuff. I got to partition it out. So between now and the end of the year, I'm going to kind of combine a couple of giveaways into one big one for you guys, because I'm going to declutter a bunch of stuff. But this is the Berry Burst. I actually, like I said, already own it. This is my current one that I got previously a while back. I absolutely love these Violet Voss fun size palettes. They're some of my favorite ones. I have the HG palette and the Creme Brulee palette from before as well. And I don't know where my HG palette is. But anyway, this is a great palette for traveling. Obviously, right now, traveling is not happening that often. But it's like the perfect size palette to do stuff, and I really enjoy Violet Voss. So anyway, I think I bought this in a sale, but I got this one, and if I remember correctly in this category, I had every single item in this category. So I picked something that I would like to give away that I know that people would really enjoy. So that I'm going to set aside as a giveaway item. All right, next item here is a Tula Skincare Exfoliating Sugar Scrub. So that was something that I definitely use exfoliating scrubs either on my body or face. I'm sure this is more for your face, but I find exfoliating scrubs are a little bit better away from my face. My face is a little sensitive. So even if I don't like one for my face, I will use it for my body. Let me see if it's open enough to smell. No, it's sealed right now. But anyway, this is supposed to have sugar particles, papaya, pineapple enzymes. So all those are nice things in there. So we'll give that a try. Tula is a really good brand. It's an expensive brand. All right, next item in here is the Ioko Rock It Out and Lash. Now I, funnily enough, did not like Ioko's like eyeliners, and we kept getting them over and over and over again. And I was like, enough with Ioko. But then recently I've been using the Ioko Black Magic. This one's basically done. And I really enjoyed this. I like tube style mascaras, so I saw this and I thought, let me try this other one. Now this has a very big funky brush, so I may absolutely hate this, but I thought it'd be fun to try and see if I liked this as much as the other Ioko ones. All right, next here is the Eye Luster by Ciate London Cream Eyeshadow. And this, oh, is really pretty. Okay, that's something I'll definitely like. So, I like cream shadows when you're just in a hurry. Ooh, that's really, really pretty. Because you can kind of just dab it on your eye. See right there? You can dab it on your eye and just make a real, just simple, clean look on your eye. So, and I find it tends to stay put better on my eye. While we're talking, we'll see if that, you know, dies down, or not dies down, dries out. I have one of these in a lighter pink that's real pretty. And if I remember correctly, this does dry out. Then the final item here is actually, I feel like I was supposed to get something else. And I don't have my phone in here, but they may have switched it out for me. This is, I've gotten other of these eyeshadows, but I don't believe I have this color. I think I have a purple one and I have a brown one. So this one will be nice. This is the Il Maquillage. These are single eyeshadows. These things are like super expensive. If I remember correctly, they're like $20. This is in the Color Boss, or Color Boss Jackpot is what they say. But this is like it's a cool toned, like gray green. That's really pretty. This, oh, that's beautiful. This is a green color I would definitely wear. These colors, the metallics, are just absolutely gorgeous. And they're so bright. That's like a single swatch there. They feel really creamy. They remind me a lot of the ColourPop shadows, the Super Shocks, just that consistency. But anyway, that's really nice. So there is that. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then obviously the 5th item. I am a little disappointed I got a repeat item and I didn't have a way around that. However, like I said, I love this palette, so I am going to give this away to somebody else. So it's not a total loss for me. But yeah, that's that. So let's dive into what's going on with Ipsy Ultimate. This is the last Ipsy Ultimate. Ipsy Ultimate has been one of these boxes that's just had an issue from the get-go. It's only been around, I say, about a year and a half, and it was this answer to competing, I think, with BoxyCharm, when BoxyCharm did the Boxy Luxe, which I'll post my video up of my most recent one. So basically, you would take your either regular bag, so you could keep your regular bag, you could keep your Ipsy Plus, and then you could do an additional Ipsy Ultimate for $50 a month. You could skip it, you could put it on hold, and I did that many months when I found I didn't like some of the items in there. And oftentimes I felt a little bit like there was product overload or repeat items, and so I didn't get it every month. And I think that maybe they started feeling like that was the thing. So they have now switched it to a new program starting next year called the Glamback X. And I looked into this in my last video, but just to bring you guys up to speed, basically the idea of this is kind of being a little bit more like BoxyCharm, okay? So BoxyCharm does this thing where you can upgrade quarterly to the Boxy Luxe. That is a $50 box. From what I understand, this is actually going to be like a 30-some odd box. And I think it's 30. I can't remember exactly. It's either 30 or 50, but it's going to be there. I think it's a $35. But anyway, it upgrades whatever box you have, whether it's the regular, which is the $15 a month, or your Ipsy Plus, which is a $25, and you upgrade you up, I think, to $35. Don't quote me on this because I looked it up a while ago. But anyway, it's supposed to get you 7 to 8 full-size products and 3 that you choose. So it's kind of like this hybrid between what Ipsy Ultimate used to be and the Ipsy Plus, and then they're only making it quarterly. So I don't think that's a bad thing. I went ahead and upgraded my Ipsy Plus account because I felt like the months that I get Ipsy Plus and this Ipsy X, I'll probably not want both of them at the same time. So anyway, same thing for Ipsy Ultimate. Let's say adieu to Ipsy Ultimate and see if the last one was worth it or if it was just a hodgepodge of items. So the first thing here is Ultra Repair First Aid Oil Control Moisturizer. I may pass this on just because I do not need an oil repair oil controlling moisturizer. This is probably someone like my mother or people I know that have oily skin. I have incredibly dry skin, so something like that is just not going to work with my skin. I do really like First Aid products, so like I said, I'll probably pass this on to somebody that will appreciate this, that has the right skin type for this. All right, next is a sample. So the big thing about Ipsy Ultimate is you got a bunch of full sizes, but you get also some sample sizes, which never made sense to me. This one is a product that I've gotten many times as sample, and I think I had a full-size one as well. It's a good product, so I don't mind getting it. But this is the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Pore pressed powder. This is definitely a sample size. Anyway, it's okay. That's not bad. Let me see if they have the prices in here as we go through. So the First Aid Moisturizer is $32. The Pore Professional, they don't give the price because it's a sample. The next product here is the Ofra Pressed Powder in the color Bellini Blush. So Ofra is a nice brand. It's expensive. And this looks like a really pretty color. So this is, if you guys don't know, this is Ofra packaging. Oh, that's really pretty. That's actually really, really nice. I do like Ofra highlighters. I don't really have much in the way of their blushes, but I like their products. That's a really pretty blush. Actually, that's a nice color. So that's right there. And yeah, this is a full-size one. This is MSRP of $29. All right, next item here is a Dose of Color Happy Hour Lip Gloss. Okay, I'm happy that it's a lip gloss because I don't really wear matte lipsticks or cream lipsticks that often. I tend to stick with lip glosses. Now, this is a very pink color. It's really, really pretty. I may pass this off to my mom because this looks like a color she would wear. It's really pretty. I could totally pull off this color, but I may pass it on to her because this is really nice, and I think she would enjoy this. All right, so this is $17. I thought Dose of Color was a little bit more expensive than that, but apparently not. All right, next item here is the Grace and Stella Do Your Skin a Favor, Use Me Lavender Lotion. This has got to be a sample size. Yeah, deluxe sample. So I think these are usually sealed. And I can't smell it. But anyway, I'm going to set this aside because I don't use lotion that often, so I tend to pass it off to people. All right, next item here is Artist Couture, the Diamond Light Finisher. That's what the little packages looks like. Let's see what it looks like. These, I have some other Artist Couture stuff, and they're really pretty. I can't remember if I have a highlighter or what I have. So this is the Diamond Lights Finisher in Nebula. It's $25. And this is supposed to be a multi-purpose powder. So it could be a highlighter, eyeshadow, body illuminator, lipstick topper. So this one is like a pinkish purple color, which is really pretty. Oh, and it's got like this thing you open up here. If I remember correctly, my last one was really messy. So that's what it looks like. I'm just going to tap out a little bit in the lid here. Hopefully I don't get covered in stuff here, and we'll see how this looks. Oh, that's pretty, but it is very sheer. I don't know if you guys can see it on my thumb here. It's probably hard to see. It's a pretty like pinky color. I definitely wouldn't use this as a highlighter on me just because that color wouldn't work on me, but as something to put around your eyes or like illuminate a collarbone, that would be very pretty. All right, moving on. Next is a brand that I was curious about, but I would never probably spend out of my own money. This is Florence by Mills. That's by the actress that was in, I think, Stranger Things. Anyway, she started her own makeup company. This already makes me a little suspect. So I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but I can see it with my lights here. The tube is full of this much of the mascara, and the top half is empty. I've never had a mascara tube you could actually see through like that. And this is your brush here. So I don't know. We'll try this out and see. It seems like a very thick formula. And that's very interesting that you can see the level here. And actually on the pictures here, you can see it there as well. This is supposed to be $14, and it says it's built to lash lengthening mascara. So Millie Bobby Brown, that's the name of the Brown founder. Yeah, so it's supposed to be a one coat elongated lashes. It's plant-based, and yeah, so we'll give it a try. We'll see. I've not heard the greatest things about her makeup, so it's always nice to try the kind of questionable makeup brands in a beauty box, so that if I like it, I get to try it out without having to spend a bunch of extra money on it. All right, next item here is by Clarity. I've got so much facial oil. I need to give some away because facial oil is one of those things that takes forever to go through. This is Glimmer of Hope Shimmering Facial Oil. It's pretty. I've never heard of this brand here. This is $48, and it is a blend of organic oils, coconut, rose, squalene, and more. and it's supposed to fight dullness, sun damage, and unwanted texture. And yeah, so some facial oils are too heavy. This one's not opened yet, so I'm not going to open it yet. Some are great. I try to incorporate facial oils into my skincare routine as someone with dry skin, so I do like facial oils. All right, this is another brand I've never heard of called Verify Skincare. That's what it looks like. 2020 Phytoglycogen and Peptide Eye Cream. This is $68. Very fancy glass packaging. I've never heard of this brand. Let's open this up. Doesn't really have a smell. It is vegan, and it says it's made in Canada. Okay, so this is has hyaluronic acid, and it's supposed to plump your eye area and make it look better. Anyway, it has phytoglycogen, a plant-based activities that boost collagen production and hydration levels. We'll see. I've got to do some research into those chemicals. Like I said, I need to do a bunch of research into beauty product chemicals. I had a series going that I kind of dropped that I want to restart in the new year. Okay, this one I am going to put in a giveaway because I have a full size of this and I don't use clay masks that often. This is the Generation Clay Urban Defense Purifying Pink Clay Mask. This is definitely a sample size. The full size is much, much bigger than this, but I'll pop that in a giveaway because I have so many masks that I usually try to give away my little sample size if I have a full size. All right, here's a brand called Estate Precision Liquid Liner. I've had some of their other products. I kind of put Estate in the typical beauty box brands. They're kind of meh quality. Some stuff from them is really nice, some isn't. This is just a black eyeliner, it looks like, and I'll just show you the pen. This may be something I keep around. This may be something I pass on because I have so much liquid black eyeliner that I try to pass these on. And this is what the packaging looks like. So anyway, I'm gonna hold off on what I'm gonna do with this because I don't know too much about how I feel about this, but it's $12. So there's that. And then the final big product we have in here is a Complex Culture. This is like an Ipsy house brand, and I got another one of their palettes recently, which is okay. I don't think this brand is like anything amazing. It's not terrible, but it's not great. But this is what their packaging looks like. Their brushes are really nice, but their eyeshadows are just okay. So here they have the different brushes you're supposed to use. They tell you how to use that. That's interesting. Step 1, step 2, and step 3. I do have their brushes, so that's good to know. So this is your basic, like, neutral palette. It's okay. It's got a gold, this really pretty rose gold, and then this color here called bronze. Like, I do like the shimmer colors. This would be a very good, like, just everyday neutral palette. The other palette I have from them is really pretty, but also it's kind of just your everyday, this is my other palette from them. This is also just a very everyday palette. Like I did a pretty look from it, but it definitely isn't like, it isn't up there with some of the nicer shadows. It's just kind of average. So anyway, I'll probably keep this and play with this. It's not a bad palette. They're okay. Like, I don't love them. I don't hate them. I'm just kind of about them. So this is $28, and this is called the Party Edit. So I think it's supposed to be for like the end of the year. And then the final is the bag. They gave you a bag in here, and this bag's really cute actually. It's like that sheep fur, sheepskin type bag, and it's in a pretty burgundy color. I do actually like this bag. The Ipsy Plus bag was like this. It was like a red sheepskin that's not quite as nice. But anyway, that's the bag. It was okay. I'm not totally sad that Ipsy Ultimate is going away. I was considering potentially getting rid of it anyway, just because I was getting product overload and I was skipping it a lot anyhow. So I'm kind of curious to see how this new Ipsy, what is this called? Glam Bag X is gonna go. So it'll give me something new and different to try. But yeah, so a quick aside before I let you guys go for the day, we will be having a couple more videos before the end of the month. I had to get a couple boxes in. Finally, a couple showed up on my doorstep. So I'm going to definitely do those. I am planning a medical series. So after much thought, and I pulled a bunch of you guys in my like commentary section, I have decided to do a couple more medically related videos for those that are interested. And I know I've been doing like pandemic update videos. I'll keep doing those. But I debated a new channel versus just keeping it on this. And I think what I've decided so far is that I'm going to just do every like once a month or every couple weeks a medically related video that is not pandemic related necessarily, but something fun and different. And then I'll see how those go. And if there's enough of the demand, I'll either keep it on this channel or I'll move it to a new channel depending on what you guys think works better, you know, obviously. So I've been working on it. I am going to change it up a little bit. And I've got some really fun ideas. So I'm really excited about that. And I hopefully will get my first one here soon. Anyway, my phone is ringing and I will let you guys go.